helping you out with the stock picks for next week. A few names I've come up with. I've got 9 names on here. So let's go through each of them and see how it can help you make some bank for next week. First stock we're looking at is OCUL. If you look at the weekly chart, that's where we start analysis always from. Let's make this interactive. Okay, so what we look at is this stock has pretty much been crushed for the past couple of weeks. And then we had this up move starting, starting August the 4th. So we had one big up move. Now there's a sideways consolidation. If you look at the weekly chart, let's see. So you can see on the high of this is 723. So we're looking at somewhere around $7 region is where I want to see if this starts breaking this 20-day moving average. Probably around 7 it breaks and can probably move quite a bit. Maybe try to fill this gap, which is at around $10. So let's looking back at the daily chart. So I'll keep a good eye for next week, somewhere around the $7 mark. Maybe either a few more days of sideways consolidation, or maybe it just happens on Monday. It goes red and then it goes green over $7. And first target is probably to fill out the gap around $8. So that's one of the stocks that I'm looking at, OCUL. The next one again is the OCUL is a biotech stock. The next name we look at is PBYI, Puma Biotech. Biotechs look hot for the next week. A lot of good ones that I see that could be probably be setting up. Again, we start with the weekly chart. Weekly we had a nice up move over here. Now we're doing a sideways consolidation. So if it can break on the daily, depending on how it breaks, around the $50 mark is what I'll be looking at. Give me a quick second. Okay, so you can look at this $50 mark, which has been pretty important over here, right? So one up move, sideways consolidation on low volume, $50 mark, and quickly move it to $55 is what I'll be targeting if I do get in. So OCUL, PBYI, LN is one of the names that it would be good to keep on. Had a good strong daily chart. It looks like a new IPO stock. Whatever it is. Now we had big up moves from 36 to 43. Some kind of consolidation over here, even on the weekly time frame, would be pretty good. This is a daily chart on here. KITE, another biotech name, which looks good for the next week. Again, stocks, it went from 40 to 58, nice $10 move, now doing a sideways consolidation. Will be one of the names I'll be watching. KITE, there's another name, Blue, again one of the biotechs. Daily looks a bit messy, but if we throw it out on the weekly, is when things looks a bit more clear. So if it can go over this, let me see, probably around $58 mark. That I'm looking at. Is around $58, $60 is when I'll be looking at. What is there next? PRAH. If you're a fundamental guy looking for good earnings, good sales, this is one of the names that you want to be looking at. Earnings has been increasing, sales has been increasing. On the daily, it looks like a big chop fest, but if you throw it on the weekly, is when you will start to see a bit more value in the name. So nice sideways consolidation has been going on since when? Since July of last year. So we have been going up a nice chop. So probably a bit more sideways consolidation over the $50 region. I would expect it for it to go a bit more sideways before it tries to break this 50 and try to make a bigger run. Other than PRAH, there is FTV, YUM, WMB. FTV is not that great. Let's look at YUM. Yum Brands had a big move from 80 to 190. Now he's doing a sideways consolidation. I'll be looking at somewhere in this region around here, around 91.50 looks like a sweet spot. So maybe go a bit red during the week and then start to go to 91 over 50. That would be a good wait on the daily basis, sorry, on the weekly. The one name that I did trade last week was WMB, gave out to my followers around 25 region. Something that I want to keep looking at it, right? I mean, it's broke to this 25, it held this 25 and closed out 25 this week as well. We'll see how it shapes up. Probably the first target is around 30 region. That's it for the day, guys. If you want to do some mentoring, I have some mentoring sessions open for next month for a group one. If you have anything, just hit me up on Twitter, StockTwits, or email me. Have a good one.